Welcome to Braveheart, Lesson 1. Click on the link below to get the sheet music and all the lessons. That's Lesson 1. We're going to walk through it note by note without embellishments and with embellishments, and that gives you the whole first line. And we're going to repeat the first line before going on through the sheet music. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines of sheet music. It's going to be 8 or 9 lessons altogether. You can get that all in the link below. But let's get started with Lesson 1. We have 2 introductory notes, D, then down to C. So D, remember to have that pinky down, drop one finger down to the C. From there, we're going right down to the next note, B. If you want to do a grace note onto that B, you're more than welcome to. So I have written there a G grace note. So from C down to B with a G grace note, lift up that top finger first, do your transition down to B, and then bring that top finger down. If you're not doing the grace note, just do the note transition. C to B, note transition. The key here is as you drop one finger down, remember to lift up that pinky finger. So those are the first 3 notes of the tune. So that B you hear is quite long. Short, short, long. And then we have a short D. So we have a long B, short D, and then we drop back down to C. And we can get to that C with a grace note if you would like. This time I have written an E grace note. So E grace note, lift up the ring finger, drop down to C, then drop down that ring finger. And if you're going to skip that grace note and just do the note transition, so the note transition, backing up one more step from that long B. From that long B, we have to go up to the D, drop down the pinky, lift up everything else of the bottom hand, and then we drop down one finger to the C. And let me do that with the grace notes, and then we'll move on. So from that C, we have no grace notes for the next few notes. We're going to go back up to D, but a very short D, very short C, then we have a B, then we have a low A. So it's a lot of notes, I know, but we're just going up 2 notes, and then we're walking down the scale all the way to low A. So let me show you how that's going to sound starting from the C. And again, if it's getting a bit confusing, you're thinking, I need the sheet music in front of me, just go to that link below. So we'll start on that C. So that's the bit we're doing now. So before we get to that Burl from that C, so let me break down that section for you. We're on the C, we go up to the D by lifting up that top finger of the bottom hand. We're not on that D very long at all, and we drop back down to the C by dropping that same finger. And then we're going to drop to the B. This B is a little bit longer than the previous 2 notes. When we drop from C to B, we've done this before in the song, but remember to lift up that pinky finger as you drop down that middle finger. And then we drop down to low A by dropping down that ring finger. Pinky stays up. Let's do that again, and there's no embellishments in this either way, so the non-embellished is the same as the embellished for once. We're on the C, we go up one note, and then we drop down, drop down, drop down, and we're on that low A. After we hit that low A, then we do a G grace note, and we stay on that low A, we don't go anywhere. So we have the low A, then up and down with the top finger. Even if you're not doing embellishments, you're not doing grace notes, do this one. It's just one nice big fat G grace note. You can do it because we're not transitioning anywhere. We're just hanging on that low A. All right, here it is again from the C, then we'll go over what we have so far. One more time. And let me put that chunk in with what we were working on earlier. I'll do no embellishments, but I will do that G grace note, and then I'll do all the embellishments. No embellishments first, just testing you. Remember, even no embellishments, we do that one G grace note, and here's with embellishments. And that's where we stick in the burl. If you're not doing burls, your pinky finger is still just getting used to finding that hole, let alone doing burls, you can just do a tap. A single tap or a quick double tap with that pinky. So that would be one option, just do that single tap. Here's the double tap. So you can do a quick double tap or a single tap, or if you want to do the burl. So that burl, you're sliding the pinky finger down. You want to hear the low A, hear the low G, hear a low A again, and then you're sliding up. So you're sliding down across the hole and then up across the hole. I kind of like to initiate the movement almost by pushing my whole hand down. I'm exaggerating here. It's subtle, but I get more power from this kind of turning movement of my hand to get that pinky to slide even quicker. My first bagpipe teacher always swore by getting forehead wax or behind the ear wax or oils, and that makes your finger slide quicker. You can try that. If it doesn't work, don't shower tonight and it'll work tomorrow. So that's the burl. So let me play everything we have so far with minimal embellishments. We'll just do that G grace note and a single tap for that burl. And then let me play everything we have so far with all the embellishments, including that full burl. So you hear how long that low A is before we do the burl. It's a long low A. Then we do the burl or the finger tap. After that burl or finger tap, we're only halfway through line 1 at this point. We have a whole nother half to go. But the good news is it basically repeats itself. So I'll start at that long low A, we'll do the burl, and then I'm just continuing on through the line, and you'll hear it's an exact repetition until our last 2 notes. So the only difference is, at the very end of the line, we just do a shorter low A and then we go up to the B. No embellishment on that B. If you want to be extra fancy, you can do a little slur or finger slide. So what we're doing there is a slur. I'm just, with my second from bottom finger, my ring finger, I'm kind of curling it up off the hole. So I'm curling it up off the hole. So that hole is here, and the fingers just, whoa, that hole is here. The fingers just gradually coming off the hole, and that's where we get that slur sound. It does come out much better on the Highland pipes than the practice chanter because the practice chanter's holes are so small. The Highland pipe, bigger hole on our Highland pipe chanter, that slur can really shine out. So you can practice the movement, this little roll. The finger comes up like this instead of just up like that, like it normally would. So that'll give you that slur sound, especially when you're on the pipe chanter. And that's the only other little embellishment there. Otherwise, we have the same G grace note on those two low A's in a row. So let me play for you, and that's all of line one. Then we repeat line one again and do line one again. And let me play for you here. And if you're like, gosh, these repetitions, these slurs, I need to know where is this happening? The link below has the sheet music and access to all the Braveheart lessons for you. So let me play through before I go all line one with minimal embellishments. Then I'll do the repeat of line one with all the embellishments. And I can't wait to see it in lesson 2 and beyond.
You